Okay, welcome to part 2 of Excel data aggregation and graphing. Open up your Excel workbook from last time where you collected the data from the bags Mrs. Kinman handed out. Your data probably looks like this at this point. It's a table, and you have all these column headings, and you have collected data for yourself and 8 of your fellow students, followed by the word average in cell A11. Now we're ready to begin. Make your active cell be H2. H2. And we're going to come up here and click on the auto sum button. The auto sum button is right there. Excel is intelligent, and it will assume that you are trying to sum or add all the numbers that are immediately to the left of your H2 cell. So it's going to pop this equation in, equals sum, open parenthesis, B2 range G2, close parenthesis. And you'll see this jiggly bounding box around your selected cells. Okay? Excel is waiting for you to confirm that that is what you want. So you will hit the Enter key. When you hit the Enter key, the active cell will drop down to H3, and in H2 you will see your total. It summed all of the numbers in cells B2 through G2. Now click on cell H2 again, because we are going to grab that copy handle, that tiny little box down in the lower right hand corner of your active cell. You're going to click and drag down to cell H10. When you do that, it will copy the formula that we had in cell H2, which was summing all of the numbers in columns B through G. Oh, isn't it magical? Take a minute and just look at that. Time saver. Excel does math for you. Hooray! Now we're going to make the active cell be B11, and we're going to work on the average. Go ahead and click on that auto sum button again, but we're going to just grab that drop down triangle. When you grab the drop down triangle, you have several formulas to choose from. We want the average. So drop down, average. When you do that, you're going to get a similar formula that showed up, only now it's the average formula, equals average, open parenthesis, B2 range, B10, close parenthesis. And your little bounding box will be jiggling around. Excel is waiting again for you to confirm. Is this what you meant? It assumes that's what you meant because there is this range of numbers butted up against your formula. All you have to do to confirm is hit the Enter key. When you do that, you'll get an average, and your active cell will move down to cell B12. Go ahead and click on cell B12 again like we did before. Grab the copy handle and pull it all the way over to cell H11 so we can get an average all the way across. So now what we've done is we've calculated how many average red M&Ms, how many average orange M&Ms, etc., all the way across. We've also calculated an average total. Beautiful, right? So here comes the tricky part. This might be the trickiest part of the whole thing, so pay attention. We are now going to turn this into a graph, and to do this, you will click on cell B1. You need to get right in the middle of the cell when you click. And you're going to drag over to cell G1. This should only select the cells. Okay, we're just selecting the cells. We don't want to get anywhere near the copy handle. We don't want to get anywhere near the width line to change the width. We're just clicking in the middle and dragging over to select these cells. Okay, next you're going to have to hit the control key on your keyboard. Hold the control key down, click on cell B11 right in the center, and drag over to cell G11. We're just trying to make a selection here. So your screen should look like this. Let me erase the ink. You should have cell B1 through G1 and cells B11 through G11 selected. You can see that they are selected in this screen because these are gray, and these are also selected. Even though cell B11 is white, it is selected. Next, we are going to head over to the Insert tab with these cells selected. We're going to come over here to the pie graph icon, hit that drop down, and pick the very first choice, 2D pie graph. That is all you can do on your own. Mrs. Kinman will do part 3 live in the classroom.